Put your phone on silent, stick the kettle on and sit back and relax. Later on this afternoon, we've got Daryl the Dazzler Fitton against the Dutch dynamo Danny Noppert for a place in the final. And before that, it's the darts equivalent of the Ashes for the Women's World title. Bolton, Lancashire against Newcastle, New South Wales as Lisa Ashton takes on Corinne Hammond for the Sports Ultimate Prize. Well, the atmosphere's really beginning to build here at Lakeside. You can see it's filling up nicely. Not long to go until the start of this one. And although one player may have travelled a lot further than the other to get here, it's been a fascinating journey for both. Hammond is yet to drop a set in her 3 matches so far. A great performance. Casey Gallagher had knocked out the #1 seed Dita Hedman, but she fell without reply. Lisa also yet to break sweat. It's been straightforward in straight sets all the way through to a 4th final, and she will start this one as favourite. It will be a great occasion for both.
My goal was to win my first game and then just go from there, and that seems to be what I've been doing, just plodding along game after game, and now I'm in the final.
Corinne Hammond, the 8th seed from Australia, had never won a match on the Lakeside stage before this year. She's through to the final.
I don't think I've played well enough yet to be able to win, but that's not to say that I can't.
Lisa Ashton reaches her 4th World Championship final. Anyone fancy betting against her?
I've been playing quite well. I was happy. I'm hitting the doubles now, so hopefully I can carry on to one more game and keep the progress growing.
You know, every time I step up to play, I'm always representing my country, so I always feel that I have everybody, you know, on my back in a good way. They're all behind me, supporting me and cheering me on.
Sometimes you need the crowd to boost you back up, and it's lovely to have all the support I've got, and they keep me going.
What can you say about her? Like, she is a cracking dart player. Like, she is obviously, if not the best, one of the best in the world. She's awesome. The last time we played each other was in the World Dart Trophy, and we played in the quarterfinals, and she had a world record-breaking average against me in that game. So, I mean, I'm kind of famous by association.
I'm not going to take that into this game because Corinne's a good player. I've just got to play my own game and keep concentrating. Corinne can score. If she gets the chances, she can take them, so I've just got to concentrate on my game and don't give her the chances.
I'm going to wash my shirt. Well, after I wore it the first day, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should just wear the same shirt again. Maybe I shouldn't change shirts. Maybe it is lucky for me. So I just kept wearing the same shirt after washing it.
It's just me. I've got to dig down for experience and keep playing like I can. It'd be lovely to get that 3.
I'm in the final. Hello. We'll see what happens.
Well, Dita has once again joined us on the balcony. On paper, Lisa is the favourite for this one. Make the case for Lisa Ashton joining Anastasia Dobromislova as a 3-time world champion.
Well, this week Lisa has played the best of all the girls. So, and all Corinne's done is just hang in there and keep batting. But on paper, Lisa is that bit much above this week here at Lakeside.
Do you think that Corinne will be playing without any pressure, therefore, because everybody's already half-handed the trophy to Lisa?
Corinne will just be going up there and enjoying herself, because, as you say, there won't be any pressure on Corinne, because we already say Lisa will be the winner if it does happen.
Well, Paul, you picked her before the tournament began. She's looking incredibly relaxed there. It looks like she's just out for a cheeky pint in her local. Someone needs to remind her, no better person to do so than Scotty Dog Mitchell, that she's about to play a World Championship final. Just explain something you alluded to a little bit earlier. You said this would be really big internationally if Hammond were able to do this. Why?
The reason is Australian news love to cover new stars. It's called the Simon Whitlock effect. When he made a final here, everybody was talking about it, whether they like darts or not. The fact that Corinne has made this final, this will be on other networks over in Australia, and people will know who she is when she goes back, and then that will send reverberations around the darting scene in Australia, and people will want to get better to emulate her.
Well, the music's changed. We had a little bit of Right Said Fred. Now we've got Amarillo. The party is about to start. It's almost time for the talking to stop and the action to start. The fans will ensure this is a day to remember for Lisa Ashton and Corinne Hammond. Women's final live after the break. Welcome back to Lakeside. It's the second Saturday of our annual Festival of Darts, and we're moments away from the start of the women's final. Lisa Ashton going for a hat-trick. Corinne Hammond is in uncharted territory. Well, Dieter knows better than almost anybody here at Lakeside what they must be going through. You're a three-time finalist, a three-time runner-up. What is it like in those last couple of moments?
You just sit there and just try and just relax. The nerves will be going a little bit. And I think basically both girls will be open to put on a good performance, because that's all we ever think of, putting on a good performance.
Okay, you make it sound so simple. Well, Paul Nicholson has hot-footed it backstage, so he's down there now. I wonder what the tension's like, Paul. Any clues as to how they're feeling? Corinne certainly looked relaxed when we had you up on the balcony a couple of minutes ago. What's it like down there now?
It's a little bit tense at the moment because they're getting the last practice starts in right now. But you just get the feeling that both girls have got no pressure because of the way that Lisa actually approaches the game. I think she just takes it in a stride. But with Corinne, I think because Lisa's the favourite, she's probably a little bit more relaxed. It's a very, very intriguing set of psychological circumstances here, but I think we'll get a very good indication of how the girls feel in the first leg.
It's interesting when you talk about Lisa, because when she won her first world title, you were certainly left with the impression as though she felt as though if hadn't fluked it, that she didn't deserve it. Well, she certainly deserved it. And then when she won for the second time, she almost started to think, hang on a minute, I am worthy of comparison with the greats. But she's so modest, isn't she, considering all she's done? She will be feeling the nerves, even though she is the favourite for the match.
I think one of the things that makes Lisa Ashton so great is the fact that she knows how not to show her nerves. She does it on the hockey, she does it back here in the practice room, she doesn't give anything away to her opponents, and I think that's a very big acquisition when it comes to being a great player, because she is one of the greats.
Thanks, Paul. Well, this is it. What a reception awaits both of these world-class women in what is without doubt the most important match of their lives. On the stage, it's our MC, Little Richard Ashdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by the British Darts Organisation, this is the 2017 Lakeside World Championship Ladies Final. Nick Rolls is your referee for this best-of-5 set finale here at the home of World Darts, the Lakeside. We now introduce a winner of 6 world ranking titles last year, playing in her first ever Lakeside World Championship final. It's Australia's Corinne Hammond. We now bring to the stage the reigning 2-time BDO World Trophy Champion, the former 2-time Lakeside World Champion, the Lancashire Rose, Lisa Ashton!
The 2017 Women's World Championship final coming live next on 4. Corinne Hammond didn't make it out of the first round a year ago, but since then she's travelled extensively just for another chance on the big stage, and now she has just that. Ashton, already a history maker. Can she turn 2 titles into 3? Let's join your commentary team, John Rawling and Vassos Alexander.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rob, you'd be hard-pushed to find anyone here at Lakeside who thinks Corinne Hammond is going to win this final. Certainly not the on-site bookies, who have Hammond at 5-1 in a 2-horse race. Lisa Ashton, even money to win the final 3-0.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2017 Lakeside Ladies World Championship Final. First set, first leg. It's Lisa to throw first. Game on.
Mind you, John, it doesn't matter who the bookies think will win, or the punters, the fans, or for that matter, us commentators. I wonder
100.
if Corinne Hammond thinks Corinne Hammond will win.
Well, on her Twitter site, she says, don't wait for the stars to realign. Reach up and arrange them the way you want. It's in her hands, but it's a massive ask because Lisa Ashton's looked in
80.
Terrific form here this week and is seemingly invincible in her progress so far. But Corinne Hammond,
60.
what an opportunity. You know, she didn't, I don't think, believe that she was going to win this when she came. But she's there, and on the day, you never know.
She hasn't dropped a set on the way to the final. Neither's
77.
Lisa Ashton, mind you. Ashton's average is around about 15 points higher. Her checkout is
120.
better as well. Her checkout percentage, 33 to 26.
There was one of the Lisa Ashton sets coming towards this as she swept past Sharon Prince, Fallon Sherrock, Eileen de Graaf. There's one against de Graaf. She won the set in 7 minutes. That's the way in which she can just steamroller the opposition if she gets onto a roll. And she started pretty strongly here, as you can see. Beautiful throw to watch, isn't it? It's so easy on the eye. There's nothing forced about it. It's just natural, instinctive, obviously honed from hours of practice, but she's a beautiful throw.
And a quick one.
41.
That's why people love watching Lisa Ashton.
160.
She throws fast and she's accurate. Treble 20 for double 18, or just the wrong side of the wire. And back on 220, so she will be back. First to 3 sets, a reminder now. We've reached the final
65.
stage. And each set is the best of 5 legs.
Corinne Hammond got to this stage by beating, as you saw in the run-up to this, Anastasia in the semi-final. Very, very proud Australian.
Lisa, you require 51.
Loves the fact that she's flying the flag for her country, but Ashton here looking to take the opening set. She was looking for a 19 there for double 16. So now she's got double 16 and she's put it away.
In the first leg, Lisa Ashton.
What an impressive start.
Second leg, it's Corinne to throw
I have to
first.
say, I think that 3-0 at evens money looked very tempting.
Hammond here beat
30.
Patricia Farrell and Casey Gallagher before that semi-final against Anastasia Dobromislova. And I think none of her performance, and none of her opponents would
30.
say that their performance was anything like as good as it could have been. So Corinne did what she had to do, won them all 2-0, and she is the first Australian through to the Women's World Championship final.
They always used to say it was rude to ask a woman her age. More about that in a moment, because that is the first maximum of the tournament for Lisa Ashton. First of the match, rather, a fourth of the tournament. They always used to say it was rude to ask a woman her age. Well, Corinne's like that. She hasn't got it on a Wikipedia page. She hasn't told the organisers how old she is. She's not told us how old she is, so you can guess.
Lisa is 46.
Did I say Lisa?
Lisa is 46.
Oh, Corinne.
Yeah, Corinne hasn't told us.
Very coy about it, though.
To respond to Ashton's maximum.
123.
Almost. Close to a finish.
Big one, though, and Ashton will put a huge amount of pressure on it. Look at this. And massively so. Only 58 left. So this is a big ask for Hammond, with Ashton poised. "12 titles Lisa's won this year. Vassos been in wonderful form, and here looking to go 2-0.
Tops she wants, tops she gets.
Lisa Ashton.
Certainly not a nervous start
Lisa to throw first.
from the second seed, who's chasing a hat-trick of World Championship titles. The champion here at Lakeside
60.
in 2014 and 2015. The losing finalist in 2013.
I was talking to Lisa's husband a couple of days ago, and he's so proud of her. It's touching. You know, he's just so proud of what she does as a darts player. Her daughter as well, good player in her own right.
Danielle, yeah, she won the
60.
Girls World Masters title in 2015.
Well, just a glimmer of an opportunity for Hammond now. Needs to capitalise on the early advantage she's got in this leg. How's Ashton going to respond? You kind of know, don't you?
121.
Averaging over 90 at the moment, Ashton. She's got a game which I think a lot of men think if she was put into the men's draw, she'd be a dangerous player.
21.
No reason why women shouldn't play against the men, really. You know, I mean, there are no physical reasons why men should be better. And Lisa is a shining example of a woman dart player at the very
85.
best.
Only 175 points away from the first set already.
60.
Well, let's see how she sets it up. Hammond has just allowed this one to slip away a little bit.
60.
Taxi driver from EastEnders there. Might be taxi for Hammond before too long. I'm having to get my researchers to tell me what his name is, because I have to confess that I'm one of those weirdos who's never watched EastEnders.
115.
I'm another. Treble 19. Would have left double 19, but that last dart in the treble 20 means it's double 8 if Hammond doesn't take out 146.
And she's not doing, so Ashton will be coming back, looking for the opening set, which, as usual, has been completed in double quick time, and now looking for 3-0.
Well,
You require 89.
Fallibility after all. 89, Hammond a must take. Got to get this. Good dart for double 16. Pressure and the shake of the head and a little smile. It's not happening so far for Corinne.
Another 3 darts in her hand, aiming at the double 2. Now the double 1 for the set. One more left.
Game shot, and the first set. Lisa Ashton.
And a little display of emotion as well from the Lancashire Rose.
Game on.
She was only seeded number 2 for this. Hammond had been the number 1 seed, but Lisa's played as though the title is absolutely her destiny this year.
Again.
Indeed. Now, what's happening here? I think we've got a computer problem on the scoring. Give it a kick. Go on, Nick, give it a kick. That'll sort it out. It's back, I'm told. Nick's not convinced. Nick Rolls, our referee.
The screen is black, to be fair, and it should be. It should have 60 points. Yes, that's what it should say. You see the players just occasionally after they throw, they look to the left, and that's what they're looking at. They're looking
I see
at the
what you mean.
scoreboard.
Yeah, do you mean to the right of where it says 4-4-1? It should say 60, and at the moment it's a black rectangle with a yellow sort of rectangle in the middle of it, which is a little perplexing for the match referee. You see, that's what we're talking about, that where Nick's just going across to have a look. Well, the crowd giving it the slow hand clap, which is not the most constructive reaction.
Nice to see the players having a laugh about it.
Well, there's not a lot you can do about it, is there? You've just got to wait until it's sorted one way or another. It's unfortunate.
So that's the monitor that the players use to work out what they need with each visit. And it looks like there's life in it now.
Hurrah! Onwards. Come on, Nick, back to your post. Yeah, we're all right, we're ready. They're all right, let's get on with it.
Actually, not just the players, but the referees as well. They need to know what's going on. You can't remember everything. Nick Rolls.
He's a good lad, Nick. And if you think I'm ripping it out of him a bit, don't worry about it. He's got a good sense of humour as well.
Back underway then. This is the start of the second set. And is this the first maximum for Corinne Hammond?
140.
Lots of fancy dress here as ever.
140.
Help me, somebody.
Is that
What's
Marge
that?
Simpson?
Is it?
I wouldn't guarantee it, John, but that would be my best guess.
96.
The fact that The Simpsons, in their script all those years ago, as something totally ludicrous which could never happen, had a programme about
81.
the Donald becoming president. Prescience? Amazing. They like a bit of bully.
$95. Corinne, you require 145.
Well, it can be done here, Vassos.
To hold her throw, her highest check out of the week so far is 96, and that will remain the case.
Lisa Ashton's had a 140, so 85 is
85.
very much within her range. Looking at treble 15, and now 20 would leave, double 5.
80.
Single 20 would have left the bull, but she got the treble.
Corinne, you require 45.
$13 for double 16. Almost missed the big 13. Double 8, small adjustment.
No score.
Oh, that's a bit
Bust it.
unlucky, isn't it? Just the wrong side of the wire. She's got a smile on her face, but inside she'll be annoyed. 1-2-2. Oh, that's a big miss. Where did that come from? The face
Corinne, you require
tells it
45.
all.
13 again for double 16. to register her first leg of the final.
Short, and the first leg, Corinne Hammond. Second leg, it's Lisa to throw first. Hang on.
She's held a throw. She's on the board.
100.
Steady ton from Ashton. Good dart. Welcome to the match.
Having just dropped her first set, all championship, she'll feel better with her first leg on the board.
It's a good Viking outfit. Almost out Fordhaming Fordham, who has been here most of the... Oh, there he is.
2004 world champion, the Viking.
We're looking at you. He knew, didn't he? Got that little sideways check glance.
58.
Great fella. I wonder if he's happy that we're taking him from his best side.
He did ask us to, with a twinkle in his eye.
He said earlier in the week, I apologise for those who've watched religiously throughout, but he said earlier in the week when somebody mischievously talked about the disadvantages of weighing 24 stones, he messaged me and said, what's wrong with weighing 24 stones?
97.
That's better. She's struggled so far in this leg, but this is much better. And oh, how about that?
180. Lisa, you require
Keeping Lisa
64.
honest, 64. 16's the target. Double 16. And quick fire, rat-tat-tat on the 64. And she wins the leg. Impressive checkouts. Nice stuff.
Nice 15 dart leg to level the set.
See what I mean about it being so good to watch, Vassos, when she just stands up and does it like that. That's a good response, by the way, for Corinne Hammond, who's not a slouch herself, but Lisa Ashton is so good to watch. It's not sort of furiously fast like one or two of the men, but it's kind of measured quickness, rhythmic.
And accurate. Nightmare to play against. Brilliant to watch.
Well, everybody who plays it says that you've got to really guard against speeding your own game up. You've got to make a massive conscious effort to play your game and not wind up playing Lisa's game.
125.
She was 3.9 earlier in the week, so she's going to just nip it up a bit to get near her PB. In athletics lingo.
26.
Well, we did see Eileen de Graaf making that conscious effort, both against Trina Gulliver and then against Lisa in the semi-final yesterday. She was just pausing, wasn't she, before every visit to the Oki. The Dutch woman.
Breaks
During
on
that
now.
match against Trina, at one stage, halfway through a throw, she went to get a drink of water.
Did she?
80.
Not sure what Trina Gulliver, there she is, thought about that.
Nothing in the rules to say you can't. Anything to gain a little bit of a psychological advantage. You don't go as far as Rod Harrington did once upon a time and actually kick your opponent. That's taking it a little bit too far, but he'll thank me for reminding the world about that.
Is this another one?
140. Lisa, you require
121 for 2-1. Treble 20 she's starting with. She's got it. Now 11s. Bullseye.
96.
Good effort.
Corinne, you require 107.
To hold her throw. Treble 18 now. Can still be done with a double 16. Oh, yes!
Short on the third leg. Corinne Hammond.
And 107.
Fourth leg is Lisa to throw first. Hang on.
And that is a bit of a kick in the shins for Lisa Ashton.
What a classy checkout that was.
41.
Showing once again that she's not here to make up the numbers. She can throw. Australian winner of the title would be massively popular down under. Simon Whitlock came close, didn't he? Got to the final.
16.
The old wizard.
He did. The longest ponytail in darts.
One of the hardest throws as well. He launches it like a javelin, Simon does.
Played Mark Webster in that final in 2008, and Mark's no slouch. He chucks him pretty hard as well.
100.
That dartboard in 2005 knew it had been used. 7-5, Webster won that final.
Been some cracking
41.
performances over the years. We've got the men's events coming up. It's interesting having a chat with Bobby George last night, and he was saying that, in his opinion, the best darts which had ever been thrown
140.
in a Lakeside final were by Ted Hankey in 2000. He reckons that was as good as it got. That was the year I think he got 22 180s in the final, which is a staggering number, which Gary Anderson equaled in the PDC final this
81.
year.
Lisa, you require
Didn't he wrap up a
160.
6-0 win over Ronnie Baxter with a 170 checkout?
He did.
125.
A redoubtable performer.
Looks like we're going into a deciding leg. Ashton on 35 when she comes back.
80. Lisa, you require 35.
35. That's the 3, that's the hard bit. Now double 8.
Game
dart.
short on the fourth.
Good dart indeed.
Lisa Ashton.
2-2.
Fifth leg is Corinne to throw first. Game on.
So the decider in this second leg. Corinne, with the darts, needs a good start.
Needs to win this leg, really. You feel?
57.
Break at the end of this, and if she comes off without having taken a set, you'd think that the whitewash is very much a
96.
probability.
A long way back from 2 sets down in a race to 3, especially when your opponent is Lisa Ashton, on form.
55.
And aiming for a 3rd world title.
It's a slightly more human result from Ashton, who has been peppering big numbers for fun. Biggest leg of the match so far, I'd humbly venture to suggest, Vassos.
Nothing in this leg, nothing in this set. 3-6-5
46.
for both players, and another quiet visit from Lisa Ashton. So, Corinne Hammond has a chance here. She can find a treble, does need it. Finds a good
82.
cover in the 19s.
Come on, Mum. Danielle bellows across the arena. Mum responds. Steady ton.
100. $25.
Lisa Ashton's nicked the darts here.
99.
She's closing in. Shanghai required when she comes back. Doesn't do any good at all for Corinne. She's not going to get on a finish, so Lisa's going to have at least 6 from 120.
20. Lisa, you require 120.
So the last thing she needed was a bounce out. Anywhere but there. Big 19 now.
80.
Tops when she comes back for a 2-set lead.
Valiant attempt at a second maximum,
Lisa, you require
but
40.
Lisa is poised. This is for 2-0, double 10. Good marker. Oh!
30. Corinne, you require 113.
Well, this would be some way to take the set. Treble 19, so does need the treble 18 now.
57.
Back comes Lisa Ashton.
Lisa, you
Double
require
5.
10.
Well, most of these players don't worry about going straight at it. Now she's going to have to go 1 double 2 though. Just one dart.
Game
And in it goes, the clench of the fist. The second set, and the whitewash is very much on. Look at the way she strides so purposefully off the stage. And Lisa Ashton at the moment is looking as though she's got a little bit too much for the visitor from Australia, Corinne Hammond, and at the interval, leading by 2-0.
Well, it was closer in the second set from Corinne Hammond, but Lisa Ashton is 1 set away from becoming a triple world champion. Well, these are the matches and the moments which would have motivated both of these players to first pick up a dart many years ago. Corinne's great run could be about to end. Lisa is on the verge of history. Let's rejoin John and Vassos.
Well, I wondered how many people in this Lakeside arena thought Corinne Hammond would win the final at the start. I wonder how many think she can come from 2 sets down against Lisa Ashton to win 3-2. Very few, I fancy.
Still have to get across the line, though. They don't give it away, do they? It's very easy to say Ashton playing brilliantly, and it's easy for her from here on in, but she has to maintain focus, has to maintain concentration. She's still got to get the numbers.
Third set, first leg. It's Lisa to throw first. Game on.
Extenders.
A set away from
60.
her 3rd world title.
$42.
Lisa Ashton averaging
100.
82 so far in this final. The tournament average before today was around about 85. And she's still hitting about 1 double in 3,
54.
which is consistent with her week's work so far. 3 more doubles needed, and she's a 3-time world champion.
60. $140.
How are you feline?
$95. $95.
There's Derek Martin. It was Charlie Slater, I'm told, in EastEnders. He had a fight with somebody who was drunk on the balcony of one of the flats. Appeared in 2001 and was part of the, quote, crazy Slater family. I've learnt something I didn't know before.
We have seen a 170 checkout. Daryl Fitton managed it in the men's quarterfinals yesterday afternoon.
Lisa, you require 52.
52 now. Tops.
Game
And
shot.
there you go.
The first leg.
Obscured
Lisa
by the
Ashton.
flight as you were looking at it, but it was
Second
straight
leg,
in.
Corinne to throw first. Game on.
Whitewash is looking a distinct possibility now. Hammond with a very indifferent first visit, and Ashton straight away, effectively, well, she's missed a bit of an opportunity there. If it had been 60 or more, you'd have said she'd taken control. Hammond can still extricate herself from a rather sticky position.
Could do with hitting the red bit.
100.
And does.
£60.
12,000 quid, the prize for the winner of this women's title.
£60.
Sold out here today.
45.
They booked for weeks and months in advance to be here for this occasion. Saturday always special. And of course the big final tomorrow.
82.
Two men's semi-finals to follow this women's final.
Daryl Fitton first up against Danny Noppert, who's looked very good here in his debut appearance, the 26-year-old Dutchman. And what big Daryl's going to make of him.
68.
Certainly back Daryl in an arm wrestling match.
Against most people.
59.
Neither of these players onto a finish yet. So Hammond with the advantage. This leg going slowly, but with the darts.
He's a bit unlucky.
59.
There's the trophy with all the names on there. 10 times it's had the name of Trina Gulliver inscribed on it. Twice Lisa Ashton, and looking for the third time.
60.
Close in this leg though.
Corinne, you require 140.
Every time they walk away from the oche turning right, they see the trophy on their way back around. No doubt about the magnitude of the occasion. You can't miss it. A trophy sat there
77.
on the stage.
Lisa, you require 134.
134. Great. Oh, I thought it was in. It's not. Just below the wire.
55. Corinne, you require 37.
5 for double 16 to level the set. Oh, double 11. She's hit the treble 5. Now double 7. 14 left. Just double checking with Nick Rolls, the referee.
No score.
She's busted. Straight into the
Lisa, you
16.
require 79.
Not a bit of a hash of that. Ashton will be looking at the bottom. Oh, she's gone at the top, so now it's 11 for Bull. Bullseye. Well, those were not the two of the most distinguished visits from the two
37.
contenders.
Another chance. Now, double 16. This is what she meant to do last
Game
visit.
Shaw to the second leg. Corinne Hammond. Third leg is Lisa to throw first. Game on.
So one apiece. But it was only a hold of throw for Hammond. What she needs
100.
is a break. And what's that? Has it got something to do with Star Wars?
I think it's Han Solo. Was he not frozen for half a film?
99.
I lose track of all the Star Wars themes. I have to consult with my young son to get right up to date on that.
41.
James would be loving this. He knows everything about all these people.
How does he get that beer through that mask?
140.
There's a lot of things about Star Wars which take some explaining. It's jockey. Former champion. And still warmly remembered.
140.
6 darts from 162.
85.
Coming back needing 77 for another leg. That's a lovely visit from Hammond, but Ashton now can seize the advantage.
She requires 77.
Double 10, 2 darts at it to move a leg away.
Shot on the third leg. Lisa Ashton.
Emphatic.
Fourth leg is Corinne to throw first.
One more needed, and Lisa Ashton will pick up her 3rd Lakeside World title.
$25.
Good start. Danielle approves, Lisa's daughter. The dream in the Ashton household is an Ashton
45.
World Championship final. Could happen.
Not impossible. She's got some talent. A lot of people expecting her to move on to that sort of level before too long.
95.
And moving very handily now towards the finishing line. Almost a question, or almost a moment, for those who liked that whitewash little wager. Almost a case of wade in.
Nerves don't seem to be affecting her as the finishing line hoves into view. And make no mistake, she can see it from here. 3 darts away, potentially.
Well, 167 would be the biggest checkout ever in the Women's World Championship. 160 is the best so far, so this would not only be a 3rd title, it would be a record.
Not far away, but she will be back. 17s for the last dart,
86.
just straight into the treble 2.
And a slightly embarrassed smile leaving her on 81. Can Corinne just try and put some pressure on? She wants a treble, and it's not there. This could be the moment.
Lisa, you require 81.
16 for bullseye. Oh, she's missed the big 16. Hammond breathes again.
27. Corinne, you require 154.
154. She's going for 19s. 2 treble 19s would have been the setup.
98.
Great last start.
Lisa, you require 54.
Is this the moment? 2 darts, a double top for a 3rd world title. She needs just the one. Danielle's on her feet, Lakeside. Everybody on their feet applauding Lisa Ashton, a 3 times world champion. She had it easy in the final. She was never really troubled by Corinne Hammond. She's been imperious all week. She deserves this title. Lisa Ashton, world champion again.
Presentation is going to be pretty much immediately how impressive Lisa Ashton was.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move into our presentation and welcome our presentation party. The owner and proprietor of the Lakeside Country Club, Bob Potter, OBE. Barbara Potter, accompanied by BDO Tournament Director, Wayne Williams. To receive £5,000, the 2017 Lakeside World Championship Ladies runner-up, Australia's Corinne Hammond. Her first Lakeside final, your runner-up, Australia's Corinne Hammond. to receive a cheque for £12,000, that beautiful trophy, and the title of 2017 Lakeside World Champion, the Lancashire Rose, Lisa Ashton. 3 times champion of the world, the Lancashire Rose, Lisa Ashton.
What a worthy champion, Vassos. Right the way through, it never really looked as though anybody else was going to come remotely close to her this week. She has had an outstanding championship, and that's 3, and it's 3 and counting, I reckon.
She played 9 sets of darts this week. She won 9 sets of darts this week. The fingers tell you she's won that trophy for the 3rd time in 4 years. Lisa Ashton, once again, is the world champion.
It's a hat-trick of golden moments for the Lancashire Rose. Lisa will be with us after the break. Well, here was the moment that Lisa Ashton moved from a 2-time world champion to a triple world champion. Daughter Danielle, well, she's been the chief cheerleader all the way through. A lovely embrace with Corinne. There is Danielle, just sent her a picture there. A big beaming smile. The Lancashire Rose, the pride of Bolton. And she joins us now with this magnificent trophy. Well, it's becoming a permanent fixture in your house, Lisa.
It definitely is, and I don't mind taking it home.
Were you surprised at the ease with which you swept to this 3rd world title, all due respect to your opponents all the way through?
No, I've been playing well, so I was just happy the way I've played this tournament, so I'm very happy with it.
OK, it's very early to ask you this question, but what's your instinct as to where this sits? I mean, is it not quite as special as the first one because the first time can never be surpassed, or is it equal to your first and second titles?
This is equal because you always want to do your 3rd one. I can't over the moon with this 3rd title. I'm very happy with it.
Paul, put into context what Lisa's achieved for women's darts in the last couple of years, because she's become the dominant force.
She is the force of women's darts. It's simple as that. And over the course of the last few years, I think ever since Lisa won her 1st world title, ladies' darts has just got better and better and better. And the fact that since then, she is still the lady to beat is a testament to just how good she is and how much better she has become over the last 3 or 4 years.
When you first appeared here at Lakeside, if someone had said to you, do you know what, keep going, because one day you'll be a triple world champion, would you have believed them?
No, I wouldn't, no. And then but I just keep going. All my family and were supporting me and made me do it, and I'm just so happy.
It's a great achievement. Well done, Lisa. And it's also a great achievement for Corinne Hammond to have made it to the final, having been knocked out in the 1st round 12 months ago. Hopefully she's not too despondent. She's backstage with Danny.
I'm sure you're not too despondent, Corinne. I mean, at the start of this championships, if someone had said you'll be standing on the Lakeside stage in the final, I'm sure you would have taken that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not... Maybe tomorrow I might be disappointed, but at this point, I'm really so stoked to have made the final. Obviously, I would have liked to have played a little bit better. I had a couple of bounce outs, a couple of, you know, wild scores and whatever, but still, I'm really, really pleased.
I mean, it did look like sometimes things just weren't going your way, but I think this year everything seems to have gone Lisa's way, and you just cannot compete against that sometimes.
Oh, look, she is definitely the player to beat. She doesn't seem to falter. She just keeps going and going and powering on, and just when you get a little bit close, then she just steps up again and off she goes. So, yeah, she's definitely the one to beat.
But once again, congratulations. You're a runner-up in the BDO World Darts Championships.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm stoked with that, really. Thank you.
Well done, congratulations.
Well, she deserves to be rightly happy with a great run to the final. And we'll hear more from Corinne in the future, because I think she'll have had a taste for that.
I think she will, and she is definitely going to be coming back quite a lot of times.
OK, Lisa, you've inspired a whole generation of younger darts players to come up through the ranks. The manner in which you've had to earn the success that you're so clearly now enjoying. What would you say to anybody, any young woman watching at home who might be thinking of taking up darts? Tell them why they should get involved with this great sport.
You should do. The ladies' darts is impressing. I was later, and it just shows if you have a go, keep going, one day you could win this.
Not just once, twice, but maybe 3 times. OK, Lisa's got her hands on this magnificent silverware once again. Let's return our attention to the men's draw and a massive, massive semi-final coming up live.
And Danny Noppert's remarkable progress towards glory continues. He's there. He's got over the line. He's won 5-4. And the dream of glory at the first attempt lives on. Daryl Fitton is through. It's Noppert who plays Fitton in the semi-finals.